Scorpio, you are up for the March Money Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay, so this is the money reading. General reading, love reading for March, already up. Feel free to check those out. Whatever you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I already said that, or have said all of that, let's go ahead and get into the reading. I'm doing an oracle reading with my money and law of attraction deck. And then I will clarify with a regular tarot card. And I'm only looking for one. If I receive more than one tarot card, I'll take them, but I'm only looking for one card to clarify. All right. May I have the energy for Scorpio for March? May I have the energy of Scorpio for March? May I have the energy of Scorpio for March? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? Also, for some of you, you are, and this is based off of the pre-shuffle energy, some of you are looking to see if you have any other options when it comes to things to do. I was going to say career-wise, but now it's also just related to things involving money and stuff. Another thing that could be going on for some of you is that you're making sure you're getting a fair deal, where you may feel someone is overcharging you for something, which is interesting because that came out in a Cancer reading that I looked at too. But based off of the energy in the pre-shuffle of your reading, it's kind of that same energy. Is where in the Cancer reading they were saying it's discovered. I feel you already know what's going on. It's just the point of saying, hey, you need to give me a better rate. You know how like with the phone company, you're looking at what you're paying on your bill and then you're like, okay, you know what? Either I'm going to cancel or they're going to give me a better rate. It's going to be one of the two. But I'm not going to continue paying this. It's things like that is what I'm talking about. So yeah, but like I said, for others of you, you're exploring your options is what you're doing. Exploring your options. And by options, I mean money options. May I have a card for Scorpio, please? Thank you. All right, the card says, Aries got this card. The card says, appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. Appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. And it says on the back, when you feel gratitude often, you are looking at a difficulty that you have overcome. But there is still some of that struggle vibration present. The state of appreciation is seeing whatever you are looking at through the eyes of Source. You could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people would find reason to criticize or worry about. And you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. So what this is talking about, you know how those of you who have purchased the car, this is used all the time as an example. You know how when you get ready to purchase a car, because you know what you want, you start to notice that car everywhere. You're like, when did everybody buy this car? Why is everyone buying this car all of a sudden when I get ready to purchase the car? And that's not it. It's pretty much, it's on your radar now because you're looking for that car. So your mind is like, okay, you know, blue Mustang, or just Mustang in general. So when you see a Mustang on the road, and I'm specifically saying Mustang because that happened to me. I was about ready to buy a Mustang and I started seeing them everywhere. But I digress. The point is that it's saying that same thing about appreciation, where other people who are on a different vibration, a different frequency, they're noticing all the other stuff that may not be good. But if you're in the vibration of appreciation, you're going to notice the good things, is what will happen, because you're on a different vibration, you're on a different frequency. And that's what this is talking about right here. So yeah, appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational frequencies. But they're not one in the same, but you could say they're cousins or they're sisters or whatever. But the main point of this is being able to see the good things. Now, I'm still kind of on that fair deal thing, but we'll see what happens when I clarify this right quick. Can we clarify the money energy for the card on the table? Can we clarify the money energy for the card on the table? Can we clarify the money energy for the card on the table? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Carrying heavy burdens or ending a cycle. Some of you may be ending the cycle of pessimism. Also, something just said to me, that cycle that's ending is you experimenting with something new, trying something new, is what you're doing. Because the Page of Wands came up in the pre-shuffle. Page plus 10 equals ace. So there's something new that you're going to be willing to try, and you'll be passionate about it. And I feel that is where the burden is being dropped. Maybe the burden is what pushed you out to try something else. You may have been hesitant at first or apprehensive, venturing off into the unknown. But due to this burden being so heavy, the Ten of Wands, you're like, you know what? Let me try something different. Let me see what happens. Because I doubt it can be any worse than this, of carrying the burden or burdens, because wands, plural, that you've been carrying. May I have a card to clarify the money energy, please, for the card on the table? Thank you. Yeah, what I tell you. I told you. 8 of Cups. You're walking away from it. That's what that is. Whatever this burden is forcing you to consider something else. Because in your mind, for some of you, and again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You're like, why am I putting up with all this? And 8 of Cups is walking away. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. You're going, and 8 of Cups is going off on that journey. This is kind of a journey card as well. That's what you're doing with that Page of Wands energy, because it's something new. Pages bring messages. Also, pages carry messages. Also, Page of Wands is a travel card as well. But the Page of Wands is about exploration. More about, because Page of Pentacles deals with the career, usually. It can deal with other stuff too, because Pentacles is 3D. But Page of Wands mostly is about, it's about vision. That's more, the Page of Wands is more about vision. Because it's traveling, it's exploring, it's understanding. That's what the Page of Wands is. So now you're going off 8 of Cups into whatever, exploring, trying to understand it, and figuring out where your passion will carry you to. That's what's going on. And also, I'm still on the pre-shuffle energy. And also determining what is fair to you. If somebody offers you something, is it something that honors your worth? That, you see what I'm saying? Is it something that honors your worth? when you're being offered something. You will be approaching things in that lens now. It's like, okay, does this honor my worth, what I'm being offered? So yeah, it's kind of that thing too. But this is about being pushed out because of the burdens where you're going to explore. I'm trying to come up with the right title. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, that's all I got. That's your message. KIRWKC.com, podcast everywhere. Until next time, be blessed.